So I'm gonna get right into it. This thing right here has been in my hands, well, not this instrument in particular, but that 6 strings with the wooden, it's obviously a piece of art. I mean, somebody made it, took a lot of time and effort. That instrument, or an instrument like it, has been in my hands for thousands of hours. And at times I've given up, and I've convinced myself that it's pointless. There's too many people that are way better than me. I keep on doing this, and it's not going anywhere. But you know what I did every time? Eventually I picked it back up, and today I play it more than I ever have, and I enjoy it more than I ever have. It's because I went through the canyons and the mountains because I loved it. I fucking love that thing, and I love the sounds that come out of it. I love music, period. So if you relate to anything I just said, whether it be, I don't care if it's like decoupage, where you're putting fucking stickers on wooden chairs and shit, whatever it is, if you love that, why are you not doing it? See, this is why I'm starting this video up again, these videos in my Facebook channels, because we need to not only, I personally am involved in recovery from drugs and alcohol, but I'm also involved in recovery from a fucking spiritual darkness that convinced me to do nothing, convinced me to escape. And that instrument that I just showed you is also part of the remedy. What is your remedy? What is your remedy that you haven't even started? Is there something that you love that you don't even touch, that you have this emotional masochism towards? You're talking yourself out of it because we need instant gratification, because it's easier to flick on the TV and project ourselves into what somebody else is doing. There's a book, I wish I had it right here. It's called Empire of Illusion. It's written by Chris Hedges. It's actually, if you go on my Facebook page, which I'll link below here, which is also linked to the disclosure agreement. I have my personal page and the disclosure agreement page linked on my Facebook page. Like I said, I'm not worried about hiding who I am. You'll see a couple quotes, and actually my profile picture on my personal page is actually a page out of that book, and it says how we project ourselves into these false realities of other people because it's easier than creating our own. And the whole book is about that. It goes into the pornography industry, the celebrity worship, professional wrestling, and it's easier for us to do that when we get sucked into this non-existence because we're denying ourselves. And I want to be the first to tell you that nothing comes easy, and you have to just start. Nike just says, just do it. I've heard a couple people say that recently. Just do it. Just start little. If it's something you enjoy, it's not going to be taxing you at all, because you're moving forward with it and you're doing it regardless. See, there might be 2 people that watch this video, but I'm just getting started. I know how to market these videos. I've done it before. I've had a channel at one point that had a couple thousand subscribers, and I'm not doing this. I want to connect with people and I want to reach people, but I'm not doing it to make money. I'm doing it because I want to give back. There's things that need to be said, and I have my own take on it, my own spin on it. And I come across people that I've been able to teach that instrument to the past year. I've been doing it for free. There's friends of mine that play. Some of them have a lot of talent, but I find that almost every single one of them has experienced what I've experienced. They've been locked inside of a box that doesn't even exist. And when you slow things down and you break them into smaller pieces, and I'm talking about anything, if you try to slam a whole cheeseburger in your mouth and chew it, you're gonna choke and you're gonna die. That's what happens when people try to think they can play like a chromatic scale, like at 100 beats per minute, using all 16th notes. If they think that if they can't do that within a month of playing guitar, they give up. I mean, that takes years, you know. And if you're playing 4 to 6 hours a day, and the people that do this love it. The people that do get to these levels do it because they love it. They don't do it because they want to have sex with some woman after the party. They don't do it. Now that happens, but that's not why they're doing it. I'm not saying that's a guarantee. I'm kind of joking here. But you know what I think you know what I'm getting at. That none of this happens unless you want it to happen, unless you love it so much and you love the idea of it so much that you want it to happen. And once you love something that much and you get stuck on it, you become so miserable because you don't have it that you go back at it and you work at it again. It's kind of like my life relating to, I lost my life due to alcohol and drugs, and I actually wanted to live so bad that at more than one point, I had a 9mm to my head. I don't like admitting this, but I did. I had 9mm at my head with a hollow point in it, massaging the trigger finger. And you know why I didn't do it? Because I knew there was something else for me. I knew that was a waste and that was a cop-out, but I was at my wit's end. And until I reached that point, it wasn't until then, until I was able to come back down the other side, or I would say probably go up. I was probably in my lowest point, so I would say begin to go back up to where I am approaching the top of the mountain. And it's not about money. I still have to do some things I don't really want to do. But I look at it different. I find ways to apply my creativity even when things are mundane. I work at a deli, delivery driving. Like, that's what I do mainly to make my money, but I'm working on doing other things. I stay up late and I work on stuff like this, and I'm connecting with people and I'm sharing information. I'm playing the guitar. I'm researching, I'm reading. These are things I'm doing because I love to do them, and I want to implement these things more into my life and maybe make them help me make money, because money is energy. I'm getting, in exchange for the energy I'm putting out, I'm getting energy back. You know, that's all. And you know, the green is just a representation of that. And unfortunately, you know, our relationship with it is sick. Mine's been sick too. I still got to work on money management. My shit has been all fucked up, trust me, because I never cared. You know, I just wanted, I don't know what I wanted. I was confused. What I want now is to be spiritually rich. I want to have good people around me, which I do. I actually have some real friends today. I actually have some things that I love and care about. Pray, meditate, search for yourself, find your purpose. That is my best advice.